What's up, my friends? Welcome back to another video. And today let's talk about a few cadences that we really need to know in order to establish ourselves as, having these foundations in classical playing. Very importantly, cadences are like punctuation marks in music, right? So whenever you come across a cadence, which is basically like a two-chord progression, it should make you feel a certain way, like resolved or asking a question or an exclamation mark or a comma or something. So we'll talk about four types in today's video. And before we really do that though, I want to give you my free guide called Playing with Confidence. So if you don't have it yet, it basically goes through some 5 concepts, really fundamental techniques that you need to know as a classical musician to really grasp what's going on, to take your playing to the next level from beginner to at least intermediate, and covers things like scales, chords, arpeggios like fingerings, and very fundamental techniques that you need to know. So if you're interested in doing that, I want to give you access absolutely free. Just click the link in the box below and it will take you straight there. And hopefully you enjoy it with your own practice routine. So let's kind of get into these cadences. The ones I want to talk about are authentic, half, deceptive, and plagal. Now, obviously, each of these has a slightly different function. Again, a cadence is when you have a musical punctuation mark. So the most common one in classical music is the authentic or the perfect cadence, which is basically going from 5 to 1. Now, you can proceed this with pretty much any chord progression you want. Let's say I want to go 1, 4, 2, 5, 1. So but those last 2 chords, the 5 leading to the 1, gives us a very resolute and satisfied type of feeling. So when you're thinking about the perfect cadence, it's a perfect way to end off a section of music or the end of a piece of music, because then it'll leave the listener satisfied and resolute. You can really play this however you like. You can start from any inversion if you want to, but being comfortable in all of them is very important. So for example, if we're in the key of C major, I could start in the root position of 5, and then I could resolve to this C chord here. So I'm going to the first inversion. And that is simply because I'm taking the D, which is the top note of the 5 chord, right? And in the C major scale, the D kind of wants to resolve down to the tonic or the C. So if the C then becomes the top note, then the rest of the chord is like this, a first inversion chord. Let's say I want to start the 5 chord in first inversion like this. So how would I want to resolve to the 1 chord here? Well, the G is actually a common tone between the G and the C chords. So I can just move the bottom 2 notes up a step to get to the 1 chord like this. Right? And then finally, if I do the 5 chord in second inversion like this, where does the B want to resolve? Well, it's the leading tone of the C major scale, so it wants to resolve up a step to C major like this. So I can go from second inversion to first inversion. Okay? So I would recommend getting used to these different positions, and resolving in different ways while keeping the structure of the chords the same. So 5 to 1. That is the authentic cadence. Let's talk about the half cadence or the imperfect cadence. This is basically the reverse of the perfect cadence. You go from 1 to 5. And it basically leaves like a question mark. It feels incomplete and feels unsatisfied. So again, you can do this any way you like. You can start from this position, or you can go. But notice how every time on the screen is showing us going from C to G. That's literally 1 to 5 every single time. The other half cadence is 4 to 5. Functions exactly the same way. But ending on the 5 chord gives us a very kind of open-ended type of feeling. So it's like a question mark. All right. And then let's talk about the deceptive cadence. And this is going from 5 to 6. Why is it deceptive? Because usually we would expect the 5 to go back to the 1, right? But in this case, it's going from 5 to 6. So we're being pulled away from the 1 even further, and we get a sad chord as a result. All right, that's 5 to 6. So you could do it like this. lots of ways, again, you can position the right hand to play different inversions of the chords there. And then finally, let's talk about the Plagal Cadence, which is 4-1. So this one is more of like it's still like a period, it still feels resolved, but not quite as strong as the authentic cadence, the 5-1. So 4-1 sounds like this. It almost sounds like a church thing, like Amen, So getting used to that is also really good as well. Notice how in the left hand I'm basically outlining that progression by just playing those bass notes, that harmonic foundation. So you can do that to give it some bass and support as well. But again, those are the 4 cadences. So authentic cadence 5-1, half cadence 1-5 or 4-5, deceptive cadence 5-6, and plagal cadence 4-1. I recommend practicing these in all 24 keys, major and minor. Obviously, just set a goal for yourself to maybe do like, I don't know, 2 or 3 a certain day, every single day, or every other day. And once you get used to them, know exactly which keys to play depending on the scale, right? Then eventually you'll get to all 24, and it feels great to be able to play them easily, trust me. So anyway, if you're interested in diving into more of the fundamentals, I want to give you my free guide called Playing with Confidence, and it will kind of go over, again, the fundamental techniques that you need to know to take your playing to the next level. I want to give it to you as a gift for watching this video, so just click the link in the box below. It'll take you straight there where you can download it. And again, it's like my thank you gift to you for checking out this video today. So anyway, thank you so much. I'll catch you in the next one very soon, and take care. Bye-bye.